Hi there! I am going live for this Q&A session all about the basic training for wedding planners class that is getting ready to start on Tuesday, September 11th. I'm super excited to take this opportunity to answer a lot of the questions that I've been getting via email and via text and via Facebook, so that any of you who are interested in this course and are trying to figure out if this is the right learning opportunity for you, you'll have the opportunity to ask your questions, get your answers, and figure out if this is right for you and if you want to go ahead and register. I want to start by just giving you a little bit of background information about myself. My name is Taya Eunice, and I am the owner of Inspired Occasions Weddings and Events, and I'm located in Albany, New York. I've been planning events for almost 2 decades. Started in 2000 working in a corporate job that had me planning events. And it was from that moment that I realized that this is absolutely what I wanted to do with my life. 10 years ago, I actually got brave and decided to go ahead and pursue my dream and actually start doing the work that I love to do. So I started my business part-time. And since then, I have grown into a full-time wedding planning business, and I have grown a team of 9 employees, coordinators, coordination assistants, and I always have a couple of interns on the staff. So I'm super proud of that because when I got started, I knew nothing about business. I knew basically that I loved planning, that I'm super creative, and I wanted to do those things every day, and I wanted to get paid to do it. So I'm really excited that I had the opportunity to do that every day. And now I have an opportunity to share it with anybody else who has that interest and really wants to learn how to do this job. When I got started, I was really learning as I go. Hi, Sally. I'm so glad you logged on. Post your questions if you have any. So when I got started, I really didn't know anything about business, and I just took the plunge. I was lucky to find a mentor planner in another market, took a class from her and got a lot of really great basic information, and was able to kind of bounce ideas off of her or ask her questions as I got started. So in the past 10 years, I have developed my own system for planning and coordinating and designing events. And because I'm approached all the time by people who say, I want to do what you do, that's so cool, how do I learn how to do it? You've noticed if you open a college catalog, you're not going to find a major for wedding planning. So how do you get the experience and the knowledge that you need in order to feel confident when you actually go out and do the work? And I know what it's like to really want to go and do something well and know what you're talking about. And that's why I created this course. I launched it initially through a website, weddingplannerclasses.com. You can go there and take the content of this class anytime at your own pace. But as I was launching that, I realized I really wanted to have a little more interaction with my students rather than just giving them a self-study course. So I am partnering with Hudson Valley Community College to offer this course in a more interactive way. So that means even though it is online, I am instructor monitoring the whole class. Every student is going to start on the same week. They're going to end on the same week. You'll all be learning the same material at the same time. You're going to be given the same lecture material, the same assignments, and there's going to be a lot more interaction. So I'm going to be giving you feedback on the work that you're doing. There's going to be discussion amongst the students. So it's a much more interactive form of the course. And because it is contained within, I think it's 13, 14 weeks, you're going to start and you're going to finish in a set period of time. And everybody's a little bit different. I know that I tend to do better when I have like a structured plan and I'm held accountable for my work versus kind of saying, yeah, I need to take that module. Oh, I'll do that assignment later. So, you know, there is going to be a pace that's required from all the students here. So that's something to consider, but it's a great benefit if you want to learn this information in a short period of time so that you can take action on it. So that's a little bit about the class. I have some notes on some questions that people have been asking me about the course. So I'm just going to go through and speak to some of these items. And again, if any questions pop up, I will answer them as we go. Okay, so one of the major questions that I am getting from people, it's a little confusing because it's an online class and it's offered through a college, Hudson Valley Community College. So the question I keep getting is, do I need to be a Hudson Valley Community College student in order to take this class? Absolutely not. This is a certificate course. It's basically vocational training. It can be taken by anyone, anywhere, as long as you register by the date. So you do not have to be a Hudson Valley Community College student, and registering for this class does not mean you are an enrolled Hudson Valley Community College student in terms of their regular program and their degree programs. So anyone, you don't have to be in my area, you don't have to be in New York State, you don't have to be in the United States. And the material that we're going to go over is really very process and skill oriented, which means that it's the principles, the systems that I'm going to teach are going to be universal to anyone who wants to do this work in any market. It is not specific to this area. So geography has nothing to do with it. The only thing you need to do if you're interested in the course is actually click on the registration button, put in your information, pay your tuition, and boom, you're done. You're going to get the credentials you need to log into the course and to access the material and to correspond with me and your fellow students. So anyone from anywhere can take the class. What are some of the skills and topics that will actually be covered in the course? It's going to run the gamut. It is called basic training, so I'm trying to give you a wide range of information that you would need in order to get started. So there are modules on getting started, which is really the more business-oriented topics. We'll talk a little bit about what you minimally need to get started, the kinds of professionals that you might need help from, the nitty-gritty, like what needs to be in your office or what kind of equipment do you need. So we'll do some stuff on the basics of starting your business, and we'll do some exercises around you starting to really conceptualize what your business will be so that you will be able to take action on that when you finish the class. And then, of course, we're going to get into my favorite stuff, which is the actual work. So we're going to talk a little bit about wedding design basics. So I'm going to give you a little bit about things like terminology that we use in the event industry that you may not understand, what you can expect to see or be a part of the event, and then how to really start thinking of yourself as a designer and use your designer's eye to make some smart decisions about how the wedding is going to look. So we'll talk a little bit about design. And then, of course, we're going to go through planning and coordination in great detail. We'll talk about things like creating a budget and creating a timeline and exactly how to deliver day of coordination and full service planning. So we cover a wide range of topics, and when you're done, you should have a real clear idea about what's entailed in the job, and you will have had the opportunity to learn the skills to do it. You'll have had the opportunity to practice those skills and get feedback from me, and you will also have all of the tools and templates you need in order to do this. So you don't have to develop your own systems and your own budget worksheets and timeline templates. You'll get all the stuff that I use every single day that will be free for you to download and use, and you will know how to use it because we'll talk about that. So that's a little bit about what's covered in the class. What will each week be like? Each week you are going to be on a different module, and the instruction is mainly video. So you will hear my voice, you will see my demonstrations, and I will present all of the material. So all you have to do is sit back and watch. The videos are about 20 minutes a piece. Sometimes you might have 3 videos to watch, sometimes you may have 5 videos to watch. It just depends on the topic. After watching the videos, you may have some exercises to do. There will always be some sort of discussion forum question where you'll be asked a question about the material and how to apply it, and you will answer those questions. There will be a quiz, and there are some of the modules where there will be actual graded assignments where you are going to practice the skills that I'm teaching you. So For example, you're going to get some virtual client information, and you are going to actually create a budget for them based on the information that your virtual clients give you. So that's really how the weeks are going to go. You're going to watch your videos, you're going to do your assignments or exercises, take your quiz, and engage in a discussion on that topic. And when that week is over, we're going to move on to the next one. I got this question on email yesterday. How much time can you expect to spend in the class? So it is likely that anyone enrolled in this class is probably balancing this with school or with work or family, whatever that might be. So I tried to take that into account. The honest truth is that this is really meaty material, so I don't want to shortchange anyone. I want to make sure that you get all of the material and that you are engaged in the class to get the most out of it. So the videos are 1 to 2 hours per week. Most of them tend towards 1 hour of total video watching. And then you can expect to spend another hour to 3 hours, depending on how much time you put into your assignments, your discussion forum, and your exercises. And that can vary. There are some weeks that are a little lighter than others. There are 2 of the modules that are really, really meaty. So I have given you 2 weeks to work on those. So I tried to be very careful about giving you the opportunity to have that, work, life, class balance. So I would say you're talking about maybe 5 hours a week on the class max. All right. Let's see, what other questions do we have? How are you going to be evaluated? So this is a certificate course, and in order for Hudson Valley to issue a certificate saying you completed the course, you do have to have a minimum passing grade in order to receive that certificate. And the way that that grade is calculated is based on your performance on the quizzes, the graded assignments, and the quality of your discussion forum interaction. So there is a grading system. You will receive a grade. I give plenty of opportunities for people to just learn the material. That's the most important thing to me. You can take a quiz as many times as you want to, and I will take your highest grade. I just want you to learn the material. I'm not here to make anybody's life difficult, but I also want to make sure that when I turn out a class, that I'm turning out a class of planners who understand what they're doing and are going to do a really good job when they actually hit the marketplace. So you will be graded, and if you get that minimum score, which everybody should be able to do if they engage with the material and actually communicate with me, then you will receive a certificate from Hudson Valley saying that you completed this training. All right, so one of the questions I got from actually one of my staff members was, how is this course, Hudson Valley, different than what is offered online every day at weddingplannerclasses.com? And the truth is, a lot of the material, the actual lecture material, is the same. I took that class that's online and I actually modified it to make it more interactive. So a lot of the actual lecture material is exactly the same. The way that it is different is this interactive component. So the fact that you have interaction with me as your instructor and interaction with your fellow students means that you're going to get a lot more out of what you're learning. When you watch a video and you learn a skill, you might do an exercise if you're doing a self-study class and wonder if you did it right. So this is your opportunity to show that to me and say, you know what, you did a great job. You just need to think about maybe doing this next time. So it's really a way of enhancing your learning experience and making sure that you get more out of the actual lecture material. The other thing that's different is the fact that it is paced to be completed in 12 to 13 weeks. So you're going to learn this information in a much shorter period of time than if you were left to your own devices to do it online. Both are great ways of learning, particularly if you want the opportunity to learn at the flexibility of being at your own home at the time that you're able to access the information. You just need to figure out whether or not you want to fast track this and do it in one semester, or if you want to take your time and do it in a self-paced way online. So the graded assignments, the discussion forum, and the feedback from the instructor, those are all the things that are different about that class. But the general material and the skills I'm teaching you and the tools and the templates, those are all the same. All right, I think we're getting close to answering all the questions. So one of the major questions that I am getting is, how much does this cost and how does that compare to the weddingplannerclasses.com course? So the course through Hudson Valley is $595. That's your tuition for the entire semester. That includes all the lecture materials, all of your downloads and workbooks, everything. And those, like I said, are free for you to use after you use the class. I'm giving you the permission to use them in your own practice. If you were to take the classes online at weddingplannerclasses.com directly on your own time schedule, that's actually $875. So this is a great value with Hudson Valley. We're trying to keep the costs low because we're teaching a higher volume of students at the same time. And so it's a great value. You're getting actually a lot more material, a lot more interaction, a lot more feedback for less money. So that is the tuition. So I think that's it. I hope that I answered all of the questions that people have had over the last several days. I still have spots in the class available, and I'd love to see anyone who is really serious about taking this interest in wedding planning to the next level, to actually enroll in the course and learn with us. And I do want to make mention, people may be wondering, is this right for me? Am I the right person for this class? So let me just touch on who this class is for, because I think that's an important thing that an important distinction to make. So this class is for a wide variety of people. It might be someone that is exploring whether or not this is for them. This is going to give you a great idea of what is entailed in this job before you decide whether or not you're going to do it. This is for someone who maybe has some event planning experience but hasn't specialized in weddings and really wants to learn the ins and outs and the specificities of planning weddings as opposed to maybe something corporate or smaller private events. This could even be for a brand new wedding planner that's maybe only been planning for a year or two, but just wants to feel more confident in your skills when you enter the room, when you talk to other vendors, when you talk to clients, because all of us want to feel like we're doing an excellent job. And sometimes when you're taking on something new and you're doing something new, it's scary and you're not feeling confident. So this course is designed to give you that information. So whether or not you're just trying to figure it out, whether you've already figured it out and just want some more information, or you're already doing it and you want to gain some more confidence, you will benefit from this class. So if you think that this is something that you're interested in, something you would benefit from, I strongly recommend that you go ahead and register for this class. The class starts on Tuesday and registration closes on Monday. So we're not taking any more students after Monday, and then there won't be any more students for a while. I'm not even sure if we'll offer it in the spring. We'll have to see. So if you are interested and this is for you, then go ahead and sign up now. I'm gonna put the link for registration in the notes on this post. Hopefully I do it right. I'm not awesome with this stuff. But if not, I'm sure you can find it on our Facebook page. If you have any questions that I did not answer here today, feel free to message me on Facebook. You can email me at weddingplannerclasses@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have personally. All right, have a wonderful evening, and I hope to see some of you on the class roster. Bye-bye.